Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, get ready. Get ready. He's crashing. He's checking. Boom. Switch. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Brings up second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Switch. Rush in. Slam.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now Trubisky on first down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Hey, Charlie.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 50 set. 60 yards. 55 to Mike. Rip right. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Here we go. To Pittsburgh. Squeeze.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Hill. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Murray gets this one to Hill. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky caught by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Exit. Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 43 on the map.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Texans push further out in front. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got some space here. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Trubisky, and that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Here's Trubisky. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 2nd and 15 now. Trubisky. The left side completion to Jones. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found it.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, he's got to throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football, and then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
third down. Trubisky. Complete to Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 18. Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kahale Waring, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Check, check. Fresno! Fresno!
A final shot before half for Murray. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Escaping the pressure right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Check 50. Alpha. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. All day, baby. All day. 59. Mark.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Pulled in at the 24. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Murray. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. A gain there of 21 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
It's now third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Murray going to try to throw on third down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Trubisky now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now it's Trubisky. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On second down, here's Miller. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Trubisky will throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger-happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 36. Murray to air it out again. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter.
Hey, watch the slant. Check 26, check 26. Deuce, 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 deuce. What? Go.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second and 11 now. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the fourth.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, that's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Texans scoop it. And an alley to run. It's a foot race. And it's a touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. And
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Texans on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Go, go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This will be taken very short.
Let's go, baby.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And an explosive long run, really electric play.
What a fantastic play, too, because when you get one of those runs, you know everything came together well. The blocking, but especially the runner himself, able to find a gap and take it the distance.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Squish, double. Check. Lucky. Hey, word.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And the catch made by Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Who that?
Here's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he floated one out there incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here we go.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand